Moonlight paints the river silver blue. Streetlights shimmer like a dream come true. Footsteps echo down an old cafe line. Your shadow reaching softly into mine. A violin cries on a quiet street. Hearts keep time in a gentle beat. Every glance feels like a spark in the dark, writing our names in a question mark. We don't need words, the night understands. The silence trembles when you take my hand. Whispers beneath the Paris sky, where broken souls dare to try. Soft as the moon on the sand, slow flow, telling the secrets we're scared to show. Close enough to feel goodbye, but holding on while the stars comply. Love moves slow like a lullaby, and whispers beneath the Paris sky. Old Montmartre hums a sweet refrain. Balconies dripping in summer rain. Your laughter falls like a fragile spark, lighting a fire in the lonely dark. We trace our dreams on window glass, watch every silent second pass like strangers meeting fate halfway, afraid of dawn stealing us away. We don't need promises carved in stone, just this heartbeat saying we're not alone. Whispers beneath the Paris sky, where restless hearts let defenses die. Soft as a kiss that we almost miss, balance between the ache and bliss. Close enough to feel goodbye, but daring fate just one more try. Love moves slow like a lullaby, and whispers beneath the Paris sky. And if tomorrow calls your name, if distance turns this spark to flame, remember nights the city knew how every star leaned close to you. No matter where these roads may lie, we'll always have that midnight sky. Whispers beneath the Paris sky, where fleeting moments never die. Even if time lets go of you and I, our echoes will never say goodbye. Love lives on where dreamers lie. In whispers beneath the Paris sky. The sky is a bruise of violet and gray over the domes of the Stephansplatz. The tourists have folded their maps away, leaving the ghosts to their wine and their chats. The Ringstrasse glimmers like oil on a blade, where the streetcars rattle and hum. The debt of the empire has finally been paid, and the evening is starting to come. Oh, Vienna, after the rain, the statues are weeping in Maria Theresa Square, washing the dust and the pride and the pain into the heavy silver air. The coffee is bitter, the pastry is sweet, and the silence is all that remains. Walk in the rhythm of hollowed out streets in Vienna after the rain. I see your reflection in a shop window pane between a Dior gown and a clock. A phantom of someone I won't see again, waiting for the light at the end of the block. The lipid Xanners are dreaming in stalls of a gallop they'll never quite find, while the shadow of Metternich climbs up the walls in the back of a tired mind. It's a city of waltzes that nobody dances, a theater where everyone's gone. We're just two more ghosts taking beautiful chances on a night that's been stretched into dawn. The statues are weeping in Maria Theresa Square, washing the dust and the pride and the pain into the heavy silver air. The coffee is bitter, the pastry is sweet, and the silence is all that remains. Walk in the rhythm of hollowed out streets in Vienna after the rain. Statues are weeping in Maria Theresa Square, washing the dust and the pride and the pain into the heavy silver air. The coffee is bitter, the pastry is sweet, and the silence is all that remains. Walk in the rhythm of hollowed out streets in Vienna after the rain.
Fog is rolling thick past Waterloo, hiding all the colors that I once knew. The Big Ben hums a low and heavy chord, while the city feels like something I can't afford. We're standing where the iron meets the floor, with nowhere left for us to really go. The tide is turning, pulling at the pier, and I'm whispering the things you cannot hear. Tears on the tails, falling like the rain, just another secret going down the drain. Some tears on the Thames. Nothing stays the same. You're looking at the lights across the bend, the shot is cutting through the clouds again. I remember how we laughed in Covent Garden back before our hearts began to harden. Now the silence is a weight upon my chest, like the river put the memory to rest. too fast, too soon. Tears on the tails, falling like the rain. Just another secret going down the drain. The water's black as ink, the bridge is turning cold, and the story's ending just like we were told. Oh, wash away the sorrow, wash away the name. Just some tears on the Thames. Nothing stays the same.
The clock on St. Peter is muffled in white. The Frommonster blue is a ghost in the night. The lake is a mirror of iron and glass, watching the silent pedestrians pass. We're walking the Bahnhofstrasse shoulder to shoulder. The air is a diamond, it's only grown colder, but the sparks in the windows of watches and gold can't light up the stories that we haven't told. And it's snowfall in Zurich, hearts heavy and deep, while the mountains are giants beginning to sleep. The trams are like lanterns that cut through the gray, carrying all of our secrets away. From the heights of the Dolder to the Niederdorf lanes, there's a beautiful winter that's running through veins, frozen and perfect, a world set apart in the quiet of snowfall, in a Zurich heart. The scent of the roasting chestnuts is sweet, drifting like smoke down a cobblestone street. We find a small corner, a table for two, where the candlelight hides what I'm looking at you. The fondue is bubbling, the wine is aglow, but between us the drips are beginning to grow. A landscape of silence, as vast and as clean as the peaks of the Alps that are standing between. It's a city of banking, a city of steel, but there's a fragility you can almost feel, like a flake on a glove or a breath on a pane, before it all turns into shadows and rain. Beginning to sleep, There's a beautiful winter that's running through veins, frozen imperfect, a world set apart in the quiet of snowfall, in a Zurich heart. The dawn is a ghost on the hilt of his face, moving with velvet and ancient grace. The arches of Charles Bridge are heavy with years, holding the weight of 1,000 prayers. The mist is a curtain that's refusing to rise over the towers and the gargoyle eyes. I'm watching a swan drift under the span, like a sketch in the book of a dying man. And it's Prague in slow motion, a dream in the street, where the ghosts and the lovers are destined to meet. The clocks are all turning, but the hands never move. In the rhythm of secrets, we're trying to prove. From the height of the castle to the old town square, there's a gravity pulling at the gold in the air. And the world is a photograph, frozen in gold, in the stories that never quite get to be told. The cobblestones whisper beneath the light rain, a language of longing, a language of pain. The puppet shop windows are staring at me with eyes that have seen what they wanted to see. I see you reflected in a dark wooden door, in a cafe where poets don't go anymore. The smoke of your breath is a ghost in the light, at the edge of a long and a bohemian night. Kafka is hiding in a narrow wall lane, while the bells of the teen hum a lonely refrain. We're just two more shadows in a clockwork design, waiting for water to turn into wine. A dream in the streets, where the ghosts and the lovers are destined to meet. The clocks are all turning, but the hands never move. In the rhythm of secrets, we're trying to prove. From the height of the castle to the old town square, there's a gravity pulling stories that Midnight in Barcelona, the sun went down behind Tippy Devil's height, leaving gold on the shutters and the stone. Now the city is drinking the blue of the night, and the shadows are dancing alone. Down the Ramblers, the flowers are closing their eyes, while the painters pack up for the day underneath the mosaic of Catalan skies, where the secrets are starting to play. It's midnight in Barcelona, and the ghosts of Gaudi are awake. There's a fever in the street, a rhythm in the heat, and a promise that's easy to break. From the salt of the sea to the Sagrada spires, the heart has its own kind of law, burning slow in the smoke of 1,000 desires, the wildest night I ever saw. I lost you somewhere in Elbown's narrow lanes, between a guitar and a glass of red wine. The scent of the jasmine is washing away the stains of a love that was never quite mine. The moon is a coin tossed in a fountain of light, falling deep where the memories go. Everything's possible under the weight of the night, in a tempo that's steady and slow. We could walk till the morning hits the Barcelona, and the fishing boats pull to the shore. But the song in the air says it's better, much better, to not ask for anything more. There's a fever in the street, a rhythm in the heat, and a promise that's easy to break. From the salt of the sea to the Sagrada spires, the heart has its own kind of law, burning slow in the smoke of 1,000 desires, the wildest night I ever saw. Terracotta rooftops are catching the fire of a sun that is sinking in the Tagus mud. The wind from the ocean is a ghost of desire, pumping like salt through the city's old blood. I'm standing on a terrace at the Mirador, watching the shadows over the tiles. The promise of later is the weight of tomorrow, and the distance is growing in the shortest of miles. Oh, it's Lisbon's last goodbye, with the fado singing in a basement bar, underneath a violet and a heavy sky. We're just wondering where the lanterns are, from the heights of the castle to the Belém shore. The stones are all singing of what isn't no more. The hills are too steep and the night is too high for anything less than a Lisbon goodbye. The yellow tram 28 is climbing the steep, rattling the windows of the houses that dream, where the laundry is hanging and the memories sleep, in a world that is never as gold as it seems. I see your face in the azulo blue, in the patterns of ceramic and the cracks in the wall. I came here to find something better
singing in a basement bar, underneath a violet and a heavy sky. We're just wondering where the lanterns are, from the heights of the castle to the Belém shore. The stones are all singing of what isn't no more. The hills are too steep and the night is too high for anything less than a Lisbon goodbye.
Ink is drying on a wooden desk while the bells of St. Peter's are ringing. The shadows are long and the air is grotesque with the heat that the afternoon's bringing. I'm sitting in Trastevere sipping a wine that tastes like the dust in the sun. I'm tracing the curves of a life that was mine before all the traveling begun. Sending letters from Rome to a heart in the cold, where the winter is heavy and gray. Every story I whispered, every lie that I've told is a coin in the fountain today. The marble is wide and the history is deep, but the distance is all I can see, while the city of Caesar is falling to sleep. I'm hoping you're dreaming of me. I walked past the forum, I stood in the rain, where the emperors once used to tread. There's a beautiful kind of a permanent pain in the things that we've already said. The scooters are humming like bees in the street, and the jasmine is thick on the wall. But the cobblestone rhythm beneath my own feet doesn't lead back to you after all. I could stay for the opera, I could stay for the art, I could lose myself under the dome, but there's a hole in the middle of a wanderer's heart that can't be filled up by Rome. Sending letters from Rome to a heart in the cold, where the winter is heavy and gray. Every story I've whispered, every lie that I've told is a coin in the fountain today. The marble is wide and the history is deep, but the distance is all I can see, while the city of Caesar is falling to sleep. I'm hoping you're dreaming of me. To a heart in the cold, where the winter is heavy and gray. Every story I've whispered, every lie that I've told is a coin in the fountain today. The marble is wide and the history is deep, but the distance is all I can see, while the city of Caesar is falling to sleep. I'm hoping you're dreaming of me. Echoes of us in Amsterdam, the gabled houses are bowing their heads to the ripples of green and the rust-colored reds. The bells of the Westerkerk ring through the haze, like a ghost of the rhythm of our better days. We're crossing the bridge where the bicycles lean, in the space where the silence is starting to stream. The scent of the rain and the Heineken foam, in the city that never quite felt like a home. And it's echoes of us in the Jordan stones closed to the red lit glass. We're watching the tourists and memories pass. Just a ripple of water, a ghost in the tram, the echoes of us in Amsterdam. I remember the attic, the steep wooden stair, and the light of the morning on your tangled hair. We drank coffee and Prince and Gracht, watching the bulls like two little dreams that the universe floats. Now the Rijksmuseum is a mountain of stone, and I'm walking the lights this drive, mostly alone. The mirrors of water are showing me clear that the version of us isn't living here. It's a city of circles, a labyrinth of blue, where every canal leads me back to you. But the circle is broken, the water is cold, and the story is one that's been already told. The U-Bahn scream on the overhead line. We were drinking cheap sec and feeling so fine between the graffiti and the bullet hole walls, waiting for the night and the siren calls. The air tasted like coal and the coming of snow. We had nowhere to be and a long way to go, just a couple of kids in a Kreuzberg flat. We didn't know the world could be harder than that. Oh, Berlin, we were young and the winter was wild, with the ghost of the wall on the Friedrichshain side. We were dancing on glass in a club underground to a techno heartbeat, the only true sound. The spree was a ribbon of black and of gray, and we thought we could live in that moment all day before the lights faded and the morning was hung. Berlin, oh Berlin, we were young. I remember the smoke in a bar in Newcastle and the secrets we traded, the stories we'd spin. You had a coat from a thrift store and paint on your hands, talking about art and our radical plans. Now the cranes are all rising, the rents are all high, and the sky isn't quite as gray blue as that sky. I walk past the tide shooters, now it's all gone, but the echo of a life still carries us on. It wasn't just a city, it was a state of the soul, a piece of a puzzle that made us feel whole. Now the postcards are faded, the memories are old, but I still feel the bite of that beautiful cold. oh, oh.